Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. Good to see you. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for being here for a Thursday edition of Crafters TV, which is very exciting because we have got 3 jam-packed shows for you and a little bit higgledy-piggledy today actually because we've got a brand new launch. However, the official launch of the new launch isn't happening until 5 o'clock this evening. Why did we do that? Because we like to keep you on your toes, that's why. We have the brand new launch of our Halloween Pets collection. All day yesterday, I was calling it the Haunted Pets collection. It's called the Halloween Pets. I've even written it down on here so I don't get it wrong today. If at any point today you hear me call it the Haunted Pets collection, do let me know in the comments. But it is live on the website for you now. There are bundles available for you wherever you are. There are individuals available for you as well. And we have a showstopper for the UK and the US as well. Remember, we've got our 3 new warehouses, haven't we, in the US, Illinois, New Jersey, California. So shipping to you from the US. And remember, the great news is $75 free shipping now as well, which is very exciting. So it is all good. Everything will be shipped from the 12th of September. So you're not going to have long to wait. Shows today. Wake up call right now. We're going to be previewing this brand new collection. Then at 2 o'clock this afternoon, we've got an hour-long Colour Me Happy where we're going to be doing all things watercolour. We've got the liquid watercolours, we've got the 48 colour watercolour palette, and we've got that glitter watercolour palette as well, plus glitter paste on the show for you as well. And then tonight, live at 5, we have got the official launch. Now, let me just tell you, I know the stock that we've got available for the Halloween Pets, nearly said haunted. You need to be shopping now. I have a feeling what is supposed to be the launch show tonight will be more of an inspiration show because I think everything will have sold out. So, if you want to be getting these deals, get them now. US friends, I've just been told, are up and shopping right now. 10% of the US stock of the showstopper has already gone. You've not seen the price. We didn't show you the prices yesterday. And you may not have yet seen the collection. So let's get onto it as fast as we can. Let me first, though, before we do get into this, say hello to the lovely lady who is the other side of the studio. I've been so lucky, right? Because I've been back. This is my 2nd day back after my 18-day sabbatical. And I got to work with Leanne, check. I got to work with TV Wifey, D-Rob, check. And today, I get to work with another one of my absolute faves. Here she is, back again till the end of the week with me. The only disappointing thing is I've forgotten my little sound machine, which she bought me, which she'll be pleased to know. It's the one and only Sheila Halliwell. How are you, Sheila?
Hello, everybody. I'm fine, thank you, Ben. I'm so glad to be back. I'm glad to see you back all tanned and bronzed and looking fresh and happy.
I'm always fresh and happy. Johnny, like a Roman god, you just said.
Yes. Thor.
Thor or Thor?
Both.
I thought you went Thor. No, Thor. I'll take that. Okay, ready already. It's lovely to see you. I'm so pleased we've got you for this this launch. And the great thing is, it's a brilliant collection, a fun collection to work with for Halloween. And as you, I know, will talk about later on, because you showed me just before we went live, it is a collection that if you've got the mind or the inspiration of Sheila, you can do lots of other things with as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's all about looking at your dies and going, okay, is there something else in there that I can concoct from this collection and get the most out of it? So yeah, hopefully we'll get a minute to show you something a little extra that you can do with it.
You'll see in just a bit. I know what it is because Sheila showed me before the show. You're going to be creating some amazing Halloween pets here, but you can do so much more, which we'll talk about in just a second. I'll say a few hellos, then I'll show you basically what's in the collection, and then Sheila will take you through some amazing finished samples. 10% of the UK stock has now gone as well. 10% of the US. Uh-oh, what are you going to do at 5 o'clock? Who are you going to call? Let's say hello. Let's say hello to Radical Rachel, who's on the socials for this one. Violet Hastings joins us from North Carolina. Imani Stackhouse is in. Sweet Imp says hi all around the globe. Cloudy with rain here in Chesterfield, UK. I didn't realise you were Chesterfield. That's where my dad's from. He's a big Spirite, he is, my dad. Mellery Kellogg joins us from California. Mellery, one of our new viewers who found us yesterday. Lovely to have you with us again, Mellery. Hi to Carolyn Wilson, who's already ordered. Michelle Harris is in. Hi to Janet D in Dallas. Hello to Alison Mason saying good morning to Ben and Sheila, all the team. Karen Bernhardt says good morning from a warmer Hampton Roads, Virginia. Karen, I don't know how this popped up on my feed yesterday, but your Facebook stuff, I saw it on my feed and I saw the puppies. Karen's got pugs and her and I think it was her partner were sat on the floor in their house with, there must have been about 6 of the pug puppies.
Oh my goodness.
The cutest things you've ever seen.
Oh, I bet they're tiny, aren't they? Just like probably little buns or something, aren't they? Little fairy cakes.
Puglets.
Puglets.
I think that's, is that what it is? I've just made it up. But too cute, Karen. I watched that video over and over. Jeffrey Langley says, top of the day to Ben, Sheila and the magnificent crew. Hello, Jeffrey. Little Bear says, I've ordered the Winter Wishes goodie box this morning. What a bargain. Thank you, CC. She also says, I love the shirt, Ben. Thank you. I wore it because I knew my musical partner in crime was the other side of the studio. Kelly O'Sullivan says, good morning to Ben and Sheila. I've just bought the Halloween pets. And Wayne says, Thor isn't Greek, Sheila. Well, we went with it.
We were talking about this last night. 'Cause he was watching, was it a Marvel film?
Oh, yeah, it would be, yeah.
With, so who is Thor's dad?
Oh,
Odin?
That sounds about right.
Wayne will be going mad now. He'll be going, oh my goodness, why can't she contain any information I give her? Yeah, he was telling me that. I said, well, who is this? He said, he's Thor's dad. And I was like, I don't get it all. Yeah. But yeah, he'll be shouting at the screen. Sorry, Wayne.
Sorry, Wayne. I've just bought the collection, says Melanie Brown. Now I can take a nap after the show. Should we get the details up on the screen for you then and show you everything that you're going to be getting? I'll show you the boards and then Sheila will be showing you some finished samples because that's where all the inspiration really lies. But these are the dies that you're going to be getting within the collection. Dies for you to be able to make your own spooky cats, your own spooky dogs. And you can see in here, you've got all of the different elements to be able to do that. You know, you've got all the different costumes in here. You've got pumpkins in here. You've got faces for the pumpkins. You've got all the bits and pieces to be able to create the different animals. There is so much as far as the dies are concerned. Now, as well as that, you are also going to receive your feline fur 5x7 card. So this, again, is a 32-piece set with all of the colours that you will want and more to be able to create all of the different dogs and all of the different cats from this collection and whatever else you might be able to concoct as far as your imagination goes. You're then also going to be receiving your flocking powder. I think the last time we did flock, chatting to Leanne yesterday, was in the Wild at Heart collection. Not very often do you see us giving you pots of the flocking powder, but this is brilliant because how are we going to be able to bring those animals to life even more with this flocking powder? And we'll talk more about that with Sheila over the course of the show as to how we can stick that and how we can make that work as far as the collections are concerned. And then all of these, by the way, available for you individually. So we're just flashing up the details on the screen as far as those individuals are concerned. So $15.99, $19.96 for the stamp die and flock. And then you've also got, by the way, within that you do get a set of sentiment stamps as well. So you've got Boo, you've got Season, you've got Pawsome, Trick, Halloween, Have a, Happy, Spooky, Yappy, Perfect, Halloween, and Treat. And then as I just showed you a few moments ago, individually you can also go for your 5x7 cardstock as well. The feline first, that's £6.39, $7.96 platinum. But again, they're really nice sized dies. So I imagine, Sheila, you'll be able to bring in all of those other bits and pieces of cardstock that you've got in your gubbins box to play along with these as well, won't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I did because I dove into, I have a box of bigger pieces and a box of smaller pieces and a box of tiny pieces. And, you know, I just go, these are perfect for things like eyes, the noses, the bat wings, you know, the dog bone, anything small. You'd be surprised how small some of the pieces are. So you can get 2 or 3 on a little strip. So I know we always go, we look at little piece, we go, oh, we can throw that. But you know what? For things like this, they're perfect. Have another box that's got all those tiny bits in for your little detailed dies like eyes, nose, faces, ears, things like that.
Should we have a look at some finished samples that you've got over there?
Yes.
I can't wait to dive in and have a look.
Yes, because as usual, our team have done an amazing job.
Yeah.
We've got a little pack shot as well with some samples, but we've also got some beauties here as well, and they can be as simple or as detailed as you like. I mean, just putting one pumpkin on, or even one little dog is fine with a lovely background. You can just do something like that. But here, I mean, the great thing is about this collection is that the pumpkins have kind of already had the top taken out, so that your pets can sit within the pumpkin.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to make the body, you can just do the head poking out, you know, but that's the option you've got there with that. But look at this one. This is one of these lovely, like, it's like almost like a, I don't know what the word is. I don't know
twisted
what it
easel,
is.
is it?
It's like a twisted easel, isn't it?
Double twisted easel.
Yeah, I wanted to say diagonal, and then I thought, well, it's not diagonal, and a diagonal easel, but it's not diagonal, is it? You know, it's twisted.
But yeah, we'll go with twisted.
It's twisted. But look at the animals in the ghost costumes. How fun is that?
I know.
And you know, look, a white pumpkin. It looks fabulous.
Yeah, it
Because
does.
naturally, you go to your bit box and you go, right, I want some pumpkins are green, I want oranges, yellows, browns, autumn colours. But I think that looks fabulous in white. It's almost like a ghosty pumpkin, isn't it? And then look at this cute little one here with the dog on. And aren't these perfect as well? If you do raise money for your pet charities, you know, so like Cats Protection or your dog's homes and things like that. These are going to really, really bring in some funds for your charities. I think they're amazing. I know, look at that, and a little bat at the bottom. And then we've got a party invite here, which is beautiful. And, of course, you're going to see probably some other colours, not necessarily autumnal or Halloween colours. I mean, the cat there has got the pink hat on, which just looks amazing. And then look at this one. We've gone, this is really quite scary, but fabulous as well. Use your acetates. If you've got any Halloween collections from us, or you've got some of the Halloween acetates, which are beautiful, these are going to work amazingly with your collection. And then look at this one. Isn't this beautiful? Look at the layers on there as well. So you could be doing pop-up boxes, you can be doing shaker cards, you can be doing all kinds of things. And then something a little bit different again, with like a little gift box here. So you could be putting some tea lights in there, some Halloween treats. You could be putting pens and pencils in there, whatever you want to do. Can you imagine if children come and knock on your door, say trick or treat, and you go pick something out of the box? You can be making little boxes like this, and they would be loving that. But yeah, there's all kinds of other samples on here. We've got pumpkin cards, we've got boxes that you can put gifts in, lots and lots of fabulous ideas. We've got a little wallet there. Did you say that had tea bags in, Ben, the little wallet?
It did, yeah, tea bags in the little wallet.
Shall I grab it and show you that one?
Yeah. Go on,
Which
open it
has
up. Mint tea bags, I think they were.
Look at these. Little concertina album. Oh, we have little tea bags in here.
So much fun.
Amazing. Fabulous gift ideas. I think we think with Halloween we can only use it for that one day almost. But you know, it's great for autumnal and fall projects, and you can take that right through up to winter. So get these and do some real fun things with them.
I hate to direct from the floor, but producer sorry, not producer George. So we've got producer Johnny and we've got George Vision Mixing. George, could you just pan back towards the pack shot on Sheila's side just a second? You did a lovely pan towards her. Oh, what's that? What the? That's a funny thing I've just seen there at the bottom of the screen. I wonder what that could be just there.
The witch.
The what on earth?
So the witch, yeah. So obviously there's no witch in the collection.
No, but there is now.
You know, I always like to kind of get the best from the dies, and I thought, wonder if I can create a witch from the die. So from the die set. Yeah. So we've used. If I show you, because you'll be able to. If I hold up the dies, you'll be able to see which bits I've used. So like the hair is this bit here. Yeah. So it's this bit, and obviously you don't. The hole will cut out, but you can just keep that in. It doesn't matter. You can just glue that back in. The head, the witch's head is this one here at the top. So I've turned it so that the narrower end is at the bottom because she'd have a pointed chin. The nose is it's the little piece that goes on top of the lid of the pumpkin. Yeah. So I've cut that from green, just bent it a little bit and put a little wart on there as well. And then the cape, obviously I've done the cape double, which is this one at the bottom here, this end, sorry. So that's the cape. If I turn it that way, you'll see that's the cape. I've cut that twice in purple and snipped it in half for the sleeves. And then I've cut it double again, cut two. So the main bit of the cape is here, and then I've done an extra bit over the shoulders because obviously it looked a bit odd with just the cape and nothing over the shoulders. And then the dress sections are like these two combined.
Yeah.
So the ghost and the ghost outfit, and then the pumpkin and everything else is just what's on there, apart from the shoes, because you'll see she's got black shoes on and orange like tights.
Yeah.
They are from, I think it's this one here.
Okay.
It's the big pumpkin face that you cut out.
Yeah.
So it's the eyes. If you turn them round, it makes the shoes, and you can put a little bit of orange behind to create the tights. I think that's it, and the hands. The hands might be the cat ears or something like that, or the dog ears or something like that.
Brilliant.
Just poking out the sleeves. So again, if you wanted to do that, you could incorporate all the dies and make something else. And then she's just on a piece of black card.
Yeah, I mean, again, just giving you a bit of an idea of the way that you can think out the box just a little bit and create even more characters from this set. As I mentioned at the top, we will talk about the flocking powder a little bit later on.
Yep.
You do get 2 pots of the flocking powder. Sheila is all over it. We talked about the different ways to use it yesterday. We will recap on it all, as I mentioned a little bit earlier on. So that will be coming up. That is included with the stamps and the dies, if you want to go for that on its own. And then you can obviously go for the 5x7 papers on its own as well. Details on your screen for all of those deals. Brilliant how the witch has been created, says Amani. Melanie says, just bought the collection. Sandy says, hello Sheila and Ben, I've purchased this set already, cannot wait to receive it. And Janet Crawwell says, 2 showstoppers ordered, along with extra paper pads. And Debbie Swanson says, good morning, the collection is on its way to Ridgefield, Washington. Such a cute collection. I've just heard in my ear producer Johnny tell me that the collection has gone crazy. We don't know how many showstoppers we've actually got left because it's that busy. If you want to go for individuals, we've got deeper stocks of the individuals. Obviously, the best way to go is the showstopper. If you can get your hands on that, buy it now. Just very quickly as well, Colour Me Happy coming up at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Fantastic deal on our 48 colour watercolour palette while stocks last, and we have a limited amount of stock available for this, normally priced at £35, $40. If you're platinum today, $26.59 or $39. And again, you know, if you want to get into watercolour, or if you're already into your watercolour painting, take a look at all of the different colours that you've got the ability to create with this set. And you know, we've talked about this at length previously. It's a set that is going to last you a long, long time. The cubes look very small, don't they, in the actual palette itself, but they last so long.
Yeah, they're a kind of a chunky cube.
Yeah.
I got these just last week actually, because I was using them on Hobby Maker with the watercolour stamps at the weekend, and they are beautiful paints, you know, and you can use just a tiny bit, or you can really get quite a lot of water going on there and make a thicker paint, you know, thick enough to use on your stamps, like we did with the watercolour stamps. So it's a lovely palette, and it's great to take with you as well, because when you open the lid, you've got the 2 mixing palettes in there, and then obviously you've got the ring on the back, so if you were stood in the middle of a field, you could hold it if you were just doing a quick landscape, or you know, seeing something in your vision that you wanted to just kind of use it for. It's beautiful. It's a really lovely palette, and as you can see, all the colours in there, I mean, they've all got a little compartment each, but you can shift them around if you want to. You've got fluorescence in there as well. So if you want, you know, you might want to paint some little signs for on your stall to grab people's attention if you've got a little sale area, or if you're into like your 70s and 80s style things where you need some fluorescence, something a bit more luminous, you've got those colours there as well.
And some lovely colours in here to work in conjunction with your Halloween collection too. So 48 in there. It is a limited stock item because we've done so many great deals on that watercolour palette over the weeks, and now the stock is low. So if you want to grab that, $26.59, $30.39 is the price on that. We'll be concentrating on that in the hour that we've got for Colour Me Happy at 2 o'clock this afternoon. We've also got, and pick this up if you can, my word, the glitter watercolour paint palette. There are 12 colours here, again, all watercolours, but the difference this time around, if I just give that a little bit of movement, look at that. Jam-packed with sparkle, with pizzazz, with wow. Look at all of that glitter, and that is why, again, this palette has been so super popular over the weeks and months. Again, normally $12.99, $16.99, £9.87 platinum, or $12.91. Just definitely one to get your hands on if you haven't already done so. And again, we'll look at that in more detail this afternoon on Colour Me Happy. Violet Hastings says, Sheila's so creative. I love seeing what she'll come up with every time she's on the shows. And Agnes Margaret says, I cannot wait to receive my set. Flocking powder, would love to see how that works. Remember, the flocking powder comes with the stamps in that bundle, and it comes with the dies as well. So it's dies, stamps and flocking powder if you go for that bundle, and then you've got the separate item of your papers on their own. The showstoppers are still available, but those are disappearing like you would not believe. Questions and comments, keep those coming through. We have got a demo with Sheila, and as I say, we'll talk more about the flocking powder later on and show you how that works, how to get the very best out of it. But what are we going to be making first of all, dog or cat?
Now then.
Oh.
I've got loads and loads of bags down here. So, I mean, I was gonna do a flocked animal first of all, actually, because I think they look absolutely great. But we'll tell you what we'll do. Then we'll cut the dog, I think. So I've already got dog parts cut out here as well, but we will cut the whole thing just so that you can see the bits you need. Because very often when you get a die set, and this happens for me as well, I like to, let me get some paper out of here. What I like to do is I like to go, okay, let's get all the bits out and see what I think I need for this dog. So you're going to have this piece here, which looks like a little top hat.
Yeah, it does.
Now that one is actually the base with the back legs for the dog and the cat. So that will work for both your dog and your cat. However, you could use it as a hat if you wanted to. So then we've got two legs, and again, these work for both the cat and the dog. So we'll put the legs on. Now what I want to do is I want to do a bit of a contrast, and then when we do the flocking, we'll do that all in one colour, because it doesn't matter what colour card you put that on, because we need to show you how you apply it. So what we'll do the dog's back piece in the brown, and then we'll do the front legs in the orange. Now when you put these together, you'll see the way they sit on the dog is that you have a V. If I bring in, and these are always useful, if I bring in the box and show you here, so I always keep everything in the box because it's usually got like a good indication as to how you use things. So I spent, and this will be useful for you, I spent so long looking on the sheet of dies for this chest piece here, right? And then I only realised when I cut the legs, that when you stick the legs onto the dog here, the chest piece is actually there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's actually part of that bit at the back. So that's what I always do. And I think, oh, Sheila, why don't you just cut some bits, put it together, and then figure out, oh, of course, instead of spending 10 minutes looking for a chest piece that's non-existent. So that's how you get that. And then we've got the dog head. Now you do have two separate heads. So you have like this one here is the cat head, and this is like fluffy at the side. Yeah. I mean, that might be more applicable to your dog. So I'm guessing that you could actually put the dog nose on there. We might try that later on at 5 o'clock as well. Yeah. See if we can create some other animals. So, and again, depending if you want to do your dog with a face that's rounded at the bottom, a bigger dog at the bottom, or a bigger head at the top, you can do that as well, just by turning the pieces round. So we're going to do a contrast nose here, a contrast, it would be like the dog's nose. So I'm just putting tape on them all before I put them through the machine. And then we need the ears. Now, you tend to find as well on the actual sheet, like the head, the ears, the nose, and the legs and the body all tend to be in that same area. So that gives you a bit of a clue as to, where the bits are that you need. And again, with the ears, we've done them in such a way that you can use them, lengthways, you can use them widthways, you can use them with the points at the bottom, the points at the top. If you're modelling it on a particular dog, then you're going to be able to turn it and use it as however you want. And then we've got the tail as well. Now there is a cat tail too. That's different to the dog tail, obviously, and you'll see why when we cut them out, how they're different. But again, you might be able to switch between them. So we've got now the head, the body, the front legs, the little kind of, is that like a muzzle, isn't it? Is it like a muzzle? The bit that's got the little freckles on, the little spots. We've got the ears. Now we've also got as well a little round, well, it's not round, it's oval actually, and that creates like a patch. So it's almost like a dog. It has like a one eye just on its skin, and then it has a coloured patch.
Yeah.
But you can use that. You can do 2 patches, but we're going to do that one first. We'll do that little section first, and it makes more sense then once you've cut them out. If you want to as well, you can actually put them through your with your embossing mat, with your rubber mats. And you can actually, let's pull this machine a little bit nearer, you can actually just emboss them as well if you want to. I know a lot of the team have kind of enjoyed drawing through them with like fine liners and pens, pencils, things like that, to get some extra little bits on there. Now look at that. Oh, that one's moved. We'll sort that out. So we'll do another ear there. But we've got the ear. If I put it on the contrast paper here, makes more sense now. You'll see you've got the legs. And it has actually put a tiny embossed bit on there already. The actual nose bit has got like little freckles on. Yeah. We've got our eye patch there, and I'm just going to pop that one through again because I think it moved slightly. So we'll just pop that through on an extra bit here.
Have you seen Debbie's new dog? My Molly collar's to blame for that, apparently.
Yes. She did come in last week when you were on holiday and said. I've been talking to Al, and he said it would be good to have, it'd be nice to have a dog. And I said, well, you know, we're still going on holiday towards the end of the year, so let's just wait. And then 2 days later, she sent me a text, and she said, we bought a puppy, we're going getting it on Tuesday. And I was like, whoa. Yeah. That plan kicked into action quickly, didn't it?
It was the same with me. So she messaged me, because I was obviously messaging her while she was with Molly, and she was like, oh, Molly's such a lovely dog, and you know, me and Al have had this conversation, and we think we might get one, but then we've actually decided that we're not going to. And then literally, 2 days later, I had a message from her, here's me and Teddy dog.
Yeah, he is our dog. Oh, he's so cute. I was looking at her pictures last night with he was kind of asleep on a mat, or dozing on a mat, with his head on like a... I don't know if it's a mini machine or a midi machine. It was one of them, and just using it like a pillow. So cute.
Just to say, the showstopper in the UK is now live. We had to double check stock there because it's gone absolutely bonkers.
Really?
And half the stock of the showstopper in the UK has gone, and apparently half the stock of the US stock has also gone of the showstopper. So that detail there on the screen is for everything. Right, so it's the dies, the stamps, the flocking powder, and the card stock. And that kind of answers your question as well, Little Bear. So you're not using linen cardstock, are you? You're using the cardstock from the collection?
No, I'm just using the cardstock that comes in here because, you know, look at, you're going to use minute pieces of this. You've got that beautiful kind of lilac-y colour, which also, if I just say, these go really well with the card that launched on, what day is it today? Was it Tuesday? The big 12 by 12 pads? Not the glitter, the...
marbles?
Yes. Oh, yeah, there's a purple, like a lilac on some of the sheets. And it works beautifully. In fact, I've got it down here somewhere, so I'll show you after. But yeah, you've got all these lovely pet colours. And you're going to use tiny, tiny bits of this. So we've got the...
half the stock of the pad has gone in the UK.
Has it? Wow.
So this is what I mean. Launch day tonight is going to be more like inspiration day because it won't be launching. I'll tell you what, we could do some cabaret. Do you want any cabaret tonight? I've got a few jokes I could tell you.
Cabaret.
Do some singing. Sheila, have you brought your saxophone?
No, I haven't. No.
Bring it with you next time because it might be
useful. Do you know what? I can't really fit it in the car. You know, I'm in a Mini. I'm in the temporary car. I'm in a Mini.
I saw that when I came in this morning again. I was like, whose car is that? Oh, yes, it's Sheila's little motor. Still going then?
It's still going. Yeah, it's still going. It goes like it goes up that motorway. No problem. Yeah. Yeah, I'm overtaking big Land Rovers and all sorts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think there was a big Porsche went past me this morning. I thought, right, I'll show him in a minute, and then I thought, no, I won't. It started raining, so I just left it.
I can't imagine you being that type of driver.
No, I'm not. I do like to. I don't. Oh yeah, it's great on the A66. Yeah, it doesn't struggle as such up the hills, but it does take it a little. You know, it's only a 1.6 engine.
That's it.
And with all my stuff in the back, like my trolley and my little overnight bag and stuff, and then samples and all the extra bits I bring just in case that I won't need because you've already got everything up here.
Yeah.
But you know, it's I still bring
Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, definitely. So, what we've done now, I've got my little front legs on, and there you can see now that V that I was looking for. I was looking for a die for that, and there isn't one. So obviously you don't need that. Now it's up to you how you put your ears on. I'm going to bring my ears right in like this. And the great thing about this is that even though it's Halloween pets, this is great that we've now got a Halloween set that we can use at any time.
Yeah.
So you can use this dog and this cat at any time. It doesn't have to be Halloween.
You don't have to dress them up, do you?
Dress them up for Christmas.
Yeah.
Dress them up for, you know, you can put your little, any of your patterned papers. I reckon there's a way of, there'll probably be a die in here that will allow you to actually do like, you know, a little dog coat or something.
Just to say, I can't believe I'm saying this, the showstopper in the UK, limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means... Oh, there's not green anymore, is there?
Oh, my goodness.
Because we've got separate ones now. It's limited stock. Less than 10% of the whole stock left. And then when it's gone, it's gone. We won't be bringing it back. There will be individuals, or there are individuals, but if you want the showstopper, you're going to have to be quick. If you're in the UK, be quick. If you're in the US, over half the stock has gone. But you might want to wake up any friends who aren't currently watching or buy for them now, because there's no point waiting to launch day later on, because we ain't going to be selling on that show. It's going to be inspiration only, I think.
So I'm going to grab a bit of black now, and then I can do the little eyes, because they will show up better. I mean, you can do googly eyes again. I always have my googly eyes with me. We might do some of those later. That's stock permitting, of course. And but yeah, it's really, really. I think it's great that you can just do a plain dog like this. You can do it to suit your dog. So if your dog's a little bit chubby or it's a bit thin, you can use this.
Yeah.
If it's got big paws, you know, but puppies tend to have big paws, don't they? Everybody always goes, oh, look at its paws. It's going to be a big one, that. You know, so yeah, everybody loves the little doggy paws. But yeah, you can do it. You might have a dog that's got that's all white with just one black ear.
Yeah.
You know, you can cut them out of your papers. You might have some spotty paper and think my dog's spotty. That would be perfect.
Well, loads of people shopping. Must say well done to Shirley, who's ordered. Sandra rushed back from the dentist and ordered the showstopper. Well done to Angel, who's bought the showstopper plus extra paper and extra items from Shop the Show. Little Bear, just to reconfirm, Sheila's not using linen cardstock. She's using the papers from the collection. You can use I mean, you can use linen cardstock if you want. There's nothing to stop you.
Oh yeah,
use
you
all
can
your
use
bits and pieces,
any
whatever
cardstock,
you want, really,
whatever you want. You can make a mirror card dog. It's entirely up to you. You know, it's just, you could even watercolor onto cards and then cut the shapes from that. What's amazing is because they're small dies, you're going to find that you've got lots and lots and lots of bits. You could do a glittery dog. You could do a pink dog. You could do it from vellum. You could do it from, you know, with an acetate cover on. The dies will cut through whatever you've got. So you can see there now, we've just got now, straight away, we've got a plain dog. So that is just your plain dog with its little patch. If we grab the little, I think this is a fine liner, isn't it? What we can do now, no, not that one. Let me grab the other fine liner off here, because we have got one. I saw it the other day. If we've not, I'll just grab mine out of the bag. I have got some somewhere. And then what we can do is we can just pop some little, we can put like, see, it's got the little raised spots here. So what I can do is just highlight those. So you can now see he's got his little spots that he has on his chops.
Very cute.
On
Spotty
his chops. And
chops.
there are some embossed lines here.
Are those his little toes?
But those, and then straight away it starts to come to life.
Yeah, he does.
And that's before we've done anything Halloweeny to him.
Yeah. And would this, if you were going to, is this the point that you would then add the flocking powder?
No, I would do all my, let me bring in the cat that I did, that I flocked, because it's here. It's here. So
UK, you're limited on the pad now as well.
I've got a flocked cat here.
With googly eyes.
With googly eyes, yeah. So,
Just move it again, please.
So. Oh, I don't think Ben was here for that, was he? I don't know where it is. It'll be around somewhere. So what I did, I cut the ears, the head, the paws, the tail, and the body, and I flocked them all separately. Right. And then put them up. The beauty is, because you've got the flocking, so you've got the 2 pots of the flocking, there's tons in here. Now, the last time I used flocking was probably back in about 2008, 2010, when I first became a demonstrator, and I had them in every colour. You know, and we used them a lot at that point because, again, things come into fashion, then they disappear and then they come back again. Yeah. So it's great now that we've got some flocking again. But what you can do with flocking, especially if it's in dark colours like this, black and brown, you don't have to cut it from this and then cover this. You can keep this and be using this for just your plain dogs or your Halloweeny bits. And you can just put that onto, I mean, you could cover white card with black flocking, as long as you've got something good, like adhesive sheets or your craft tape or red tape that will hold it. It's like putting velvet on. So it holds on there and you can cover it and add more. And the glue that you use for like your gilding flakes you can use as well, can't you? I believe so, yes. I've not tried that. I watched the show yesterday and I heard Leanne saying that you can use gilding flakes glue if you've got that. I think you have to put it on, spread it maybe quite evenly and let it go a little bit more tacky probably, and then put your flakes on. But you know, it will go on to, right, if I bring this in, it's gone on to, brown has gone on to black card here. That's just double-sided tape, just regular double-sided tape. So you can see that's got brown flocking on there. So that's fairy. You know what you might want to do as well? Say, for instance, you've got, say, let's find something like that, like a checkered paper. Why not put some tape down there and some tape across certain areas and put flocking on there? That way, then you're creating your textured papers as well. Yeah. So it's not just using them for this. There's tons in here, honestly. It's like embossing powder. You tip it on, you rub it in a circular motion, get it nice and, you know, comfortable on there. And then it all goes back in there. It's amazing. You've got so much in there, it's ridiculous. You're going to be using it for ages. But yeah, again, you can use it on your papers. You can put it onto, if you're going to use your gilding flakes glue, you can put the flocking onto like leaves and things like that. I've not actually flocked the pieces and then cut them. I'm sure that would work. I mean, Leanne is the expert, so would tell us yes or no for that. But it just depends whether you want to put it, you know, put your dye on top of the flock bits. I've done them separately and then coloured them in. But it is quite funny, isn't it? And the spooky bit here, because I didn't have any Halloween paper with me at home, I just made, like, used the stamps and stamp them randomly to create a, you know, just a background paper. And I did use the paper that's from the pad as well. But basically now, if you've got your dog like that and you decide, right, I want to put a cape on it, or I want to give it a broom, or I want to sit it in a pumpkin. So you have the pumpkins. You can sit it on top of a pumpkin if you want to. Yeah. I've not actually noticed on any of the projects if there's one actually sitting on the pumpkin. But if you want to put it in the pumpkin, obviously, that's how it goes in the pumpkin. That. I've got some pumpkins here. So let me bring some pumpkins in and give you a better idea of how that looks. So the pumpkin doesn't have the top on, and I haven't put any detail on here. I haven't embossed them or with the rubber mat, the rubber shim. You can draw through them as well with your fine liner, so you might just want to do that. You can do as well, because you've got it, the pumpkin like that, what you will then do is you will take your little pumpkin top. Now this has been cleverly scaled down. so that if you wanted to pop it back on top of there, you can. And then you've got your little like stem on the top, but it's been scaled down cleverly so that the dog or the cat sits in there, and then this makes the hat.
Ah,
so that makes the little hat that goes on there. So if you want us to, we can do that. We can cut the, let's cut it from, I'll just use a piece of this. And again, these are just all my scraps from home. But we can do let's get the little stalk in as well. We'll bring that in. I'll just take that off with my pokey tool, and we can show you how that will go in there. So what I can do, I'm just looking for a contrast colour for on the dog's head. Let's do then, and what have I got two of here that's exactly the same?
Just to say, last chance saloon to get the showstopper in the UK. We are super limited, and 70% gone in the US. It is extraordinarily busy.
Let's cut. I've got a piece of paper that's been cut here the wrong way. The pumpkin's been cut on the wrong side, so I can use this now just to cut the stalk. I'm going to cut the stalk out of green, and I've got some green next to me as well, so I can do that. Got green here, so let's bring a piece of green in, and then we'll do the little like stem at the top.
Oh yeah.
So, and again, I'm just cutting. See, I'm using minute pieces. And I mean, that's probably too big. I could probably get 2 stems out of that. Because like you crafters, I'm quite frugal with things. And I hate throwing any little bits away.
Well done, Mellery. Got your order in. Little Bear's got her order in. Cindy Thompson got up at 6 a.m. to order the showstopper and extra papers. Wendy Graham wasn't going to buy this, but I had to get it as the dog is so cute. And well done, Christine Mahoney ordered 2 showstoppers so I can have extra flock. And in case I lose any of the little pieces. And also, Christine bought 6 extra paper pads. BM, he was asking. BM, that's me. BM, Ben Moseby. BM says, hello, is the paper solid or white core? It is a white core. I've just torn into it. So white core is the answer to that question.
Okay, so while we're doing this, while we're showing you this, you'll notice this is the bit that I use. This is the stem off the top of the pumpkin. This is the bit I used for the witch's nose.
Yeah.
So you can see it is quite small, but I thought that was the most nose, like bendy, pokey, crinkly witchy nose I could find on there.
Yeah.
And again, you can, if you just glue the tiniest edge onto the face, and then you leave this free, you can actually lift that up and make it look like it's sticking out a bit. But what we'll do now, let's attach this onto here. So what another reason I like this this kit is because, this collection should I say, is because if you don't do Halloween, you don't celebrate Halloween, then you can still do this as an autumn project.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the dog can go in there, doesn't have to be dressed up in like Halloween outfits, doesn't have to be, you know, with a cape on or like a Dracula cape.
No, it can just be a nice autumnal scene with a dog and some pumpkins.
Card. Yes.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, we just hold that on there for a second, and then that can go on its head here. So we'll just put a little bit of tacky glue here, and I'm using my fine tip applicator for this, because you know I like using my tacky glue.
Yeah.
And then again, so it's got the top of the pumpkin on its head now. If I bring in the pumpkin now, and I'm just going to draw a line with my thin fine liner just on there, because it's going to be subtle, and this is just basic. This might be your first die set. Obviously, when we do the proper launch later on, we'll do some projects. You can add ink to it, but you can see now how the dog pops out of the pumpkin. And if you're clever, or you like doing something with a bit of like a kinetic card, something with a bit of movement, you could be putting these on like a little piece where you can make it pop out. You know what I mean? So you could just do the head and maybe the top bit of the body.
Yeah.
Put it on a stick and then pop it up so it just comes up like about that much. But you can put it so it's right in. You can put it so it's sitting. I quite like it sat on there actually.
I also think you could have like make it look like it was in a Halloween costume. So you could maybe just put the head on top of the pumpkin and then attach the legs to the bottom.
Of course you could.
And make him look like he's in a Halloween costume.
Yeah. If we grab those legs there.
UK, 4 chances left to buy the showstopper. 4 chances left.
Gosh, blimey. So yeah, if you imagine you could put, oh, that would be really funny, actually, Ben. If you put the pumpkin on the legs, like that. I mean, to be honest, you get the pumpkin face, so you could do...
Yeah, so he's got a scary pumpkin costume.
It could just be a pumpkin on big legs, couldn't it?
Oh, yeah, you could do that.
But yeah, if you imagine... I mean, and again, let's try this, because it's all about experimenting and having fun, isn't it? Let's get some coloured pumpkins. Let's get like 2 or 3. You could make like a pumpkin stack with legs on, you know, but then we could put the dog like that. So it could be coming out of 3 pumpkins. It could just be, you can really, you know, you can do
I don't know
pumpkins.
That gives me Scooby-Doo vibes for some reason.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you can do something like that. You can make them really, really fun. They are fun, aren't they? They're really fun. If we bring this cat in here as well, so we can show you how the cat would look in the pumpkin. And the cat looks really cute. It's just really comical, isn't it? It's so comical. And again, there's always one that doesn't like go around quite as much as the other. But yeah, the googly eyes are great. And I've just drawn on the flocking with a white pen. I've got like an old white like gel pen that I found. And I thought, oh, let's just put a bit of kind of texture on, drawn its whiskers on with a white gel pen, which is probably, you know, at the end of its life. But you can see how you can use the pens on the flocking as well. It just works.
Yeah.
So it's a great little kit. All comes compact in that one box. And then you can create your backing paper. If you've got the whole thing, you can do your backing paper, use this with your stamp on it, heat emboss, whatever you want to. Cut your animals from that. You know, or just keep that to one side, you know, and flock on other bits. I think later on we'll try some flocking on some different coloured card as well and see what that effect gives. And we'll also use double-sided, we'll use the double-sided sheets, we'll do the dotty pens as well because it does work on the dots, and we'll do it on some red liner just to give you an idea of what it will cling to. I think that'd be useful for you.
We are going to have a short break because it has been so manically busy. We need to check stocks and see what's what. What I will say, this is me being serious, I'm not often serious, as you know. If you've got an item, particularly a showstopper in your basket, let's give you this 2 or 3 minutes or however long it is to get your basket checked out because we are very, very low stocked. It's been so busy. Do not wait. I know tonight's show is billed as a launch day. We won't be launching anything in that show. It will have gone. So we might have to chop the shows over later on so we can actually still have stock to show you demos. So launch day might be coming at 2, Colour Me Happy might be later. So this is the point we're in. So let it be known that I'm telling you now, if you have this in your basket and you want to make sure you get it, you need to be checking out now. If you've got a friend or family member you know was going to watch launch day and get this, you might want to ring them, text them, get their product for them because it is not going to be here later because it's been that busy. So we'll crunch some numbers, see what we've got left. You get to the checkout, very, very importantly, and we'll come back in about 2 or 3 minutes' time.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
What I love most about Crafters TV is the community.
Crafters TV brings everyone together from different corners of the world.
It also connects you with people from all over the world.
You guys have been there for me. I feel like you guys are my family.
I feel like I'm crafting along with my friends.
I met some of my best friends for life from Crafters TV, so thank you very much.
When you're having a tough time, you can switch on Crafters TV and you can go on the live chat, and you know people will be there for you as well.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
It's a place where we can all share our love for Crafters Companion, ideas, and get inspiration from each other.
So what's not to love about Crafters TV? So go make a coffee and pull up a chair. Let's all get crafting. I'll see you all there.
Hi, my name's Amelia Sirocco. Ben challenged us to write a limerick, and he sang mine on Crafters TV, so I'm giving it another go. Advance notice, producer Johnny, sorry. When Sarah was gone, we were sad, but now she is back and we're glad. Showstoppers each day say what? Shout hip hooray, my packages are on their way. Thanks for all you do.
Amazing presenters, craft goods galore, launch days and craft vaults, deals bundles and more. Hints, tips and demos, laughter and fun. A world crafting community for everyone. So what's not to love about Crafters TV? So go make a coffee and pull up a chair. Let's all get crafting. I'll see you all there.
Don't scream and shout, but in the UK, the Showstopper, it's sold out. It's gone.
Sold out, everybody.
Thanks,
Too
Sheila.
late.
It's fine. It's fine. There you go. UK sold out. I can and I can't believe it, if you know what I mean. I can't believe that we're 52 minutes into the preview show and it's gone. But then I can believe, because we were just saying in the break how much you guys love pets. I mean, we all have animals, don't we? But I think particularly, you know, you guys love your cats and your dogs. And then when we make a cute set like this and you can dress them up all ready for Halloween, no wonder it's sold out. So massive apologies if you haven't managed to get it in the UK. You can still get the individual items, but again, stock there is dwindling every single minute. The stock's going down. If you're in the US, limited, very limited stock on the Showstopper. Again, the individuals are available as well, but you need to be quick. I've said it a minute ago, I'll say it again. You need to be shopping in this show. There's talks going on potentially that we might be moving what we've got left of launch day into the second show, and Colour Me Happy going later, so that at least we can show you some of the demos that Sheila has got coming up, but we'll let you know if that happens. Well done to Hilary. She says, I've ordered extra papers and the dies, but no surprise there. No surprise, Hilary. I can't wait to see Holly Collie, which you'll probably make, dressed in Halloween stuff. Well done, Sister P4. Says, I'm in. I couldn't resist the cat. And ooh, says Sarah, white core you could emboss with a wavy design and sand off to give the pet lined fur. Love. Angel says, I'm glad I just bought some googly eyes the other day. And we're going to just have a look at some finished samples to finish this show. And if we get time, Amani, I've asked Sheila, you're quite happy, Sheila, if we get time at the later show, whatever it is, to demo the witch, or again, talk us through how you made that witch, aren't you?
Yes, yes. Even if I cut most of the bits out in the break, I can then, you'll be able to see then which bits you need to use. But yeah, if we can get to do that, we will do.
And well done, Mellery, who joined us yesterday, a new viewer. She said, I'm so glad I stayed awake instead of waiting for a later show. Mellery, you're learning very quickly. Here at Crafters TV, if you're in the US, I know which you are, you need to be up early on launch days and getting items quickly, because this is a case in point. Things come in, we sell them out. Launch days sometimes don't even happen. It's not going to happen today because this is disappearing before its very eyes. So well done. Should we have a look at some finished samples with you just before we go, Sheila?
Yes, yes. Let's look at these lovely samples again, because we've got so much detail in them, and you know, they just work, don't they? It's just, you know what? You look at that little dog on there with its little bat wings on. And it just looks like a little forlorn puppy, and you just want to go, come on, come home with me. It's just so cute. And again, look at the background. You can bring in, this is like a little, I'm not sure if this is a die that's been cut. It is, I think, a die frame that's been cut quite a lot, probably about 4 or 5 times, put on the top of itself, lots of times, and it's amazing. It's got bat wings on. It's probably a Crafter's Companion one, isn't it? From like a couple of years back. But that's all you need, and your little dog on there with the wings and a bit of acetate. It's incredible. Then we go something totally different with the little gift box.
Oh, that's brilliant.
This is made by our lovely Jan that does the socials for us, and look at that. And it's even got a little tag in here. Look at that, a little
super
tag.
cute.
Isn't it beautiful? It's really amazing. And then we've got the other one here. This is more of a 3D project. This is done by Marie, and you can see, look at those dogs there, and just looking out of the little sections there with the pumpkins, the cauldron. Amazing, absolutely beautiful samples. But hopefully we'll get to be able to show you more later on.
What a show. Thank you so much for watching and been so busy. Thank you and well done if you managed to get your hands on the collections. I'll say it again, sold out the showstopper in the UK, limited stock in the US, individuals still available here and in the US, but you're going to have to be very quick across the board. Do not wait until later on, because this will be gone. We will come back with some more inspiration for you. Still got more inspo on this, and also Colour Me Happy coming up in just a little while. But for now, get to those checkouts, get the deals, and we'll meet you back here in an hour's time. Until then, bye for now.